For years now, we've heard about the unstoppable rise of the far right in Europe. They win votes, they shake up coalitions, they dominate headlines with big promises and even bigger rhetoric. From France to Hungary, they've been the story. But recently, something's shifted. Something important. In both Finland and the Netherlands, two very different countries, far-right parties soared to new heights, only to stumble. Badly, and not just in the usual polls. We're talking humiliating election results, plummeting public support, and open rebellion from their own voter base. Let's start with Finland. The Finns party had its biggest moment in 2023. They came second in the national elections and joined a right-wing coalition government. They were no longer outsiders. They were in charge. And they didn't just get token posts. Their leader, Riikka Purra, became the finance minister. But within 2 years, it all fell apart. The Finns party lost half its support. In local elections, they were crushed. And if you ask why, the answer is simple: austerity. Instead of defending the working-class voters who got them elected, they slashed public services. Healthcare, education, social security, all gutted, and Purra didn't just do it quietly. She posed with scissors, turned budget cuts into branding, and looked almost proud of the pain her policies caused. For many voters, that was the final straw, especially for those already struggling. Union members, industrial workers, rural voters, the very people who believed the Finns party would fight for them, suddenly saw their leaders becoming cheerleaders for neoliberalism. It's not the first time this happened. Back in 2015, the same party joined a government, supported austerity, and saw its support collapse. They should have learned, but they didn't. And then there's the Netherlands. Geert Wilders and his Party for Freedom stunned the country by winning the most seats in the 2023 elections. It was supposed to be a breakthrough, a populist victory in the heart of liberal Europe. But instead of forming a government, Wilders stepped aside. Coalition talks dragged on for months. Eventually, a new right-wing government formed, but without him or his ministers in charge. Now his party is losing momentum. The excitement is gone. Voters who thought they were voting for radical change got delay, compromise, and confusion. And that's the core issue. These far-right parties are great at campaigning. They know how to stir emotion, blame immigrants, and promise a return to greatness. But when it's time to govern, they either sell out or freeze up. They don't know how to lead. Or worse, they don't really want to. Because leadership means hard choices, and it means exposing what's really behind the slogans. The truth is, a lot of these parties talk about protecting the people, but once in power, they protect the same elites they claimed to oppose. They cut services, they weaken labor rights, they go after unions, they prioritize image over impact. But here's the twist. Voters are starting to notice. In Finland, the Social Democrats are now leading in the polls. In the Netherlands, centre-left coalitions are gaining strength again. And across Europe, we're seeing a cautious resurgence of pragmatic, progressive politics. It's not a full reversal yet. The far right still has influence, but the myth of their competence is breaking. We're entering a new phase in European politics, a post-populist moment where slogans alone won't cut it anymore. Voters want results, not rage, leadership, not spectacle. And if the far right can't deliver, they'll keep falling, just like they did in Helsinki and The Hague. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. We cover European politics with context and clarity, without the noise. And if you have thoughts on what's happening in Finland or the Netherlands, drop a comment below. We always read them.